My next guest spent over 4 years in the White House as senior policy advisor to President Clinton, and he's now a best-selling author and a commentator for ABC News. Please welcome Mr. George Stephanopoulos. So much to talk about.
So little time.
So little time. No, you were an insider, and you still, I'm sure, hear about things, and you know how this game works. And I am curious because what we have in this election right now, we have a guy, George W. Bush, who has said, he hadn't come out and said it, but he said, I may have done coke.
Well, he just won't answer the question.
He won't answer the question.
Won't tell anybody, right?
But
Won't deny it.
he won't deny it, exactly. And then you have Al Gore who says, you know, I may have smoked some pot, or they're implying that it's possible that they did that.
Oh, Gore says he did.
Gore's come out and said, I'm a pothead.
It's actually... No, actually, there's...
He actually has dreadlocks now. Have you seen him recently? So he's singing ska, you know.
It's fine now. All the rules have changed now.
Because of President Clinton,
well,
you think?
Clinton, baby boom generation. We have a new generation of people running. You can say you smoke pot as long as you swear that you hated it.
Right.
And it's fine.
Right. It was making me fat. I had to quit. What about, so are we going to get to a point where people can say, I may have murdered? Let's move on. I mean, it's almost like if they don't deny it, it's okay. Is that what you think?
Okay. Yeah, and I think people really, they just don't care anymore.
They've
care. Heard so much, and they say, let's just get back on to the issues.
You've murdered, you were a pothead, let's move on.
Exactly.
We want to know if you're going to be a good president. Now, Al Gore, you know the man well. You sat in many meetings with him for 4 years. What do you think of his transformation? It's pretty astounding.
He's sort of become Superman. I mean, he's pumped up. And he's become kind of a killer out on the campaign trail. I don't think Bill Bradley knew what hit him over the course of his campaign. He's only got a few days left.
Do you think he's actually? I mean, first of all, he's been going around. He made a famous appearance at MTV where he was wearing really tight jeans.
Yeah.
And he's been wearing earth tones. Actually, shirts made of the earth, soil that's been pressed into shirt form. And do you think he's really worked out? Because he looks crazy.
He's been pumping a lot of iron with his son. He climbed Mount Rainier in Washington, made a commercial out of it. He's going to prove that he's the strongest guy. He's going to, and if you've seen him in the debates, I don't know if you've seen them, sometimes it looks like he's going to jump out from behind the podium and grab Bradley by the neck.
And which would make for some great television.
Reaching up, actually.
Yeah. That's what people want, is for these things to become wrestling events eventually. Would he think? I mean,
no, Jesse Ventura fan out there.
Yes, the devil worshippers tonight. Leave it alone. Don't worry about it. The other thing that we noticed here at the show is that Gore is talking really loudly now. Yeah. As if that's going to do something.
It's another part of the coaching. You know, it's going to be a problem if Gore gets the Democratic nomination. I don't know if you've seen Bush lately. They both, when they get into debate, just start shouting at each other, so that the whole debate's going to be, what do you think about this?
Right. It would be great. I mean, but it's true that his big take on things, Gore, is now just to say his economic policy louder than the other guy.
Right. And it's worked.
What's your favorite comical moment of the...
Far and away, and I brought the clip. It happened in Iowa, and it was Alan Keyes going after the youth vote.
Alan Keyes going after the youth vote. And let's take a look at this.
Presidential first.
What is this? How does the Secret Service feel about jumping into a mosh pit? I've got to think that that's a security risk.
But you know, he actually tried to turn it into a metaphor for his campaign. He got attacked for it. Remember Gary Bauer? He was in the race for a while. Said it was a scandal that he went into the mosh pit to the music of Rage Against the Machine. But Alan Keyes said it's a metaphor for his campaign. It shows how much he trusts the people to hold him up, and that's what we want in a president.
How lame!
Huh? Yeah.
Right. Frankly, I think he just fell. He was like, whoa, stop! I think if he had a microphone on, it would be, put me down! You spent, in all your time in the White House, I'm curious, you know, when you're in politics and you're at that level of politics, you have to sometimes get very serious and focused on issues which seem to the rest of the country to be kind of silly or like a waste of time. What was the most inane or stupid thing in all those 4 years that you really had to focus on and work on?
I think it would be the cow farting crisis. It's true. This is
You can't just say that and then move on.
Masturbating bear.
No, mention the bear. The bear's over. There was no bear tonight. I don't know what you saw. I didn't see.
This was a big Al Gore project.
What do you mean an Al Gore project?
It was Reinventing Government Action Plan number 39. We were spending $2 million to clean the air by cutting bovine flatulence.
You're not kidding. This is a real thing.
It's a very serious problem, especially if you're
No,
downwind
it's
from the
not.
cow.
Yeah, if you're sharing a room with the cow, it's a problem. What do you mean? What is the problem that causes?
I'm really going to have to explain this.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes.
Cows, when they after they eat, and they get flatulence.
I understand that part. I mean, why is it a problem that the government's interested in?
Because it creates methane, which cuts a hole in the ozone layer.
So cow flatulence is eating away the ozone layer.
Global warming.
And I thought our government was wasting our time. I think I've heard that somewhere, because there's a lot of cattle in this country.
All over the world.
All right. We could use that energy. Gore should use that methane for something. Right. Exactly. All right. Every conversation I've had, I thought this would be the serious conversation of the evening. No such luck. You're on now. Good Morning America. Do you like doing that?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Been out on the campaign trail, but once they had me co-host, and that led to my second most embarrassing moment in television, besides being on with the masturbating bear. I sang with Barry Manilow.
You did a duet with Barry Manilow.
I was standing by the piano and trying to mouth the words, but yeah, I kind of did it.
Right.
Haven't lived it down yet.
Manilow is eating away the ozone layer. The song Mandy ate away 80%. Well, George, thank you very much for being here. George Stephanopoulos, come on back.
I'd love to.
Keep us up to date every now and then. We'll take a little break. When we come back, Ainsley Harriet's here, so stick around.